All right, week 17, what comes after? So this builds on what we've been doing with one more and one less, but uses different language that students will also need to be familiar with. So we're actually starting with what comes after because that's easier for students to comprehend because we usually count, 1, 2, 3, 4. We kind of build on that idea of what comes after already. So let's see how this week unfolds. So on Monday, we will break down what this word after means. So the target is I can find the number that comes after a given number. And we don't want students to write right now. So that's why we have the X's over the markers. And you can just use the language on these slides to help you. We use the word after to talk about something that comes later than something else. So what number comes after 1? And we've now highlighted 1. So students can think for a second, maybe encourage them to hold up the number on their fingers, and then say 2 comes after 1. You guys all showed 2. Then we can say, can you find what number comes after 3? And give them a second to think and write it on their boards. And then we can say 4 comes after 3. And I have the animation going a little bit later just to really draw students' attention. We were talking about 3, and now we're talking about 4, and 4 comes after 3. So if you need to correct it, go ahead and write it on your board. And we bring back these moving numerals so that we can once again go back and just check that students are practicing this correctly. So this same pattern goes basically all week. What number comes after 7? We've highlighted 7, give students a chance to think about it, to write it on their boards. You can have them show you and then say, let's see. 8 comes after 7. If yours doesn't show 8, go ahead and write 8 on your board, then you can look around. So this continues all week with mixing up the numbers so that they're not in order, but students still have that number line to see and build that understanding of number order. And then on Friday, it leaves it open. So you'll notice as you go through the week which ones your students maybe have a harder time with. Likely it's numbers after 6 and it's not the ones before. And so you can copy and paste the slides for the numbers that your students seem to struggle with the most. And that is this week. Please leave any comments if there's anything we can do to make this better or there's anything that really worked with your students.